What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Movies That Make You podcast, where movies are more than just entertainment. They're a catalyst for meaningful conversations. I'm Jonathan Sprang, and I go by Sprang. And most weeks we dive into movies to watch in preparation for a new release hitting theaters. But we don't stop there. We talk about the deeper ideas, the life lessons, and the morals that these films have to offer. This week we're doing The Karate Kid. Daniel LaRusso is back, and Mr. Han is back. So we rewatched the original Karate Kid and also the Jaden Smith remake. So gonna have a lot of fun with that conversation. The new movie looks incredible. We hope you'll jump over to our website and see all of our links. It's bio.site/moviesthatmakeyou. There you'll find all of our links to our Instagram, to each podcast stream, whether it's Apple or Spotify. You'll also find our letterbox link, which highlights the lists of movies that make you laugh, movies that make you cry, movies that make you scream, and everything in between. Before we dive into this week's episode, though, let's take a look at the next 4 weeks on the Movies That Make You podcast. Next week, Scott Raymond and Kevin Raymond are both going to be on to talk John Wick movies and female assassin movies to gear up for, within the John Wick universe, The Ballerina featuring Ana de Armas. We watched 5 female assassin movies plus all the John Wick movies, so we're going to have a lot of fun having that discussion. The week after that, it's going to be How to Train Your Dragon. We're going to spend one episode talking about the animated film and looking forward to what we're anticipating about the new live-action version. The week after that, the 28 series has a new installment coming out, so we're going to be discussing 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later in preparation for 28 Years Later. The Danny Boyle-directed film, Cillian Murphy starred in 28 Days Later, is one of those films that just made a huge impact culturally, so we're excited to rewatch those and have that discussion. The week after that, we're going to discuss 2 racing movies in preparation for F1 starring Brad Pitt. The 2 movies we're going to watch, Ford vs. Ferrari and Gran Turismo. Both of these deal with the Le Mans, not street racing like Fast and Furious, so we're looking forward to having that conversation. Hope those episodes excite you, so without further ado, let's get to the podcast. We are back with another episode of the Movies That Make You podcast. I am Sprang, and I'm joined by the 3 boys. Let's run it down, youngest to oldest.
I was copying you.
I know, but
Right.
I handed it off to you, so you got to say who you are.
I'm Ezekiel, and I am 11.
I'm Colton. I'm 12.
I don't like your hair like that.
You look emo.
Yeah. You're not an anime character. Why do you have
You
your
look
hair
like
that?
who's the guy from Horton Hears a Who? No, which one was it?
You look like from the Loud House.
The Lorax. The bad guy from the Lorax.
I'm Connor. I'm 15.
Whoa!
How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. This is copyright, so we're not singing it anymore.
Yes. Very cool. All right. Yes, we are here. All of us are here. It is a fun day to talk about Karate Kid. We watched the first Karate Kid from 1984. We watched the remake with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan, and we are here to talk about it all because of Karate Kid Legends dropping in theaters this Friday. But before we do that, let's do a little bit of our mustard.
Get out!
Connor, how was your week?
I don't get it.
It was good. Nothing really happened. This week went by super fast. But I got a Switch, yay! And then it broke, boo! And then I got a new Switch, yay! It's getting here tomorrow.
Nice.
And then it broke. Boo.
That would be bad. That would be so bad.
That's gonna be epic if it doesn't work when it gets here.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's in the box though, so that's good.
That's true. Yeah, that is good. Colton, how about you?
I've gotten really addicted to this game called Adopt Me, and
Yep. It's a shame.
I can't stop playing it. It's just so fun, and I'm about to get in Neon Pirates Lost, so that's cool. And yeah, my week's been going pretty good.
Cool. You've been playing basketball very much? Have you cooked anybody recently?
Zeke. I think Zeke cooked Colson.
No, he didn't cook me. He cooked my team because my team was Bookie Dookie.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
I crossed you up, Zeke. I put you on the ground.
That's a
That's
lie.
true.
Also, in Mario Party, he was saying, yeah, we played this minigame, and he was like, yeah, I won. And I said, I'm in first, and he's like, yeah, I won. And then the game before that, I won. And I didn't say anything.
I win.
Well, that's because he's the youngest brother, so he's going to brag about beating his older brothers at anything.
I was still in first.
Oh.
But then he got a star, so... And we're on a team, so we're both in first now.
Yeah, you're working together. That's good. Zeke, how about your week?
My week was pretty good, and yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
That's it? That's all you got for us?
Yeah. Look in the camera. My
We
cheeks
can't.
look
Like a chipmunk.
What
like,
cheeks?
No, they look like
Mm.
a cartoon doll or something.
Colton.
look
Not
like
those
a-
cheeks, bro.
They look
Stop
like
talking
a-
about Zeke's cheeks, man.
They look like a cartoon
Talking about
doll's
cheeks.
cheeks. See?
Yeah.
We should do an out of context video.
Yeah, we could.
Okay.
Stop leaning out of camera, bro.
What the fuck?
All right. So let's talk a little bit about karate. Before we get into the movies, what has been your experience with karate or any martial arts?
Hiya! I remember something.
Stigma.
Go ahead,
In
Connor.
2020, we watched all of them, and I remember that.
Yeah?
That was a long 5 weeks.
It was not
weeks.
5 weeks.
It's 5 years.
Really?
5 years ago.
Really? It felt. No, I'm talking about that.
The,
I'm talking about the duration from when we watched it. From when we
Oh.
watched it. That was
We
a
didn't
long
take
time.
5 weeks to watch Karate Kid.
Maybe like
no,
2
it was like a
weeks.
couple days.
Or yeah, it was a couple days.
Yeah, we ate because I remember I was eating my bean burrito and it had onions in it because I didn't like onions, and I remember that because I don't like onions. So we were just watching it, and then I was the last one, and it was like taking forever for me to finish my food because I don't like onions. And then I finally finished my food, and then I sat down, and the movie was over.
I remember I was laying on the ground, and then I don't know why. I remember myself laying on the ground, and then I remember myself waking up in the middle of the night and getting water. I don't know why.
All right.
It's just very random.
Sigma.
What about you, Zeke? Any memories about Karate Kid before this time?
I remember something about karate.
What's that?
You were in a karate class.
Uh,
It wasn't taekwondo.
I tried it when I was really young, and then I quit after like 2 days.
You quit?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely sure.
Do you want to tell the audience what really happened?
I got kicked out.
What?
I don't know why. I don't know why. Probably
Tell
because
me.
I was goofing off.
You were. It was.
Oh.
It was a little bit too. They were a little bit too strict for your abilities at that point. You weren't able to sit still and pay attention and focus. You were too busy.
Colton
kind
was
of
in karate.
dancing around.
And
Yeah.
Orhan's teaching me taekwondo, so
Oh, I was in taekwondo, and I didn't get kicked out, but like I had so much things going on that I just left. I had a yellow belt, even though it wasn't a belt; it was like a ribbon.
Oh yeah, and we had a taekwondo bat, right?
I don't understand why there's a bat for taekwondo. If you want to like get a bat, then just get a bat and bring it around with you. There's no need to train using a bat. You can just whack someone with it, and they're done.
Unless they also have a bat.
unless they have a gun.
Oh, okay.
Unless they have a
I'll
sword.
deflect it with my lightsaber.
I'm not completely sure, but I think the bat was just an entry to weapons because in Taekwondo they use weapons a lot as a part of their training. So like bows, sais, nunchucks, all that stuff. The bat was just because you were a baby trying it out for the first time.
I remember
And then
it.
we do have an infamous moment with that bat.
Oh shoot! Nah, I'm good.
What happened with the bat?
We were playing baseball in this house, and the ball hit. It was like a ball this big, like a ping pong ball, and it hit the TV, and it
They both owed 200. I went up there and I watched it happen.
No,
And
you what?
I went up there and I saw it hit the TV, and I was like, I looked
Oh,
at it and I was
yeah.
like, oh, it's fine, guys. And then Zeke started crying, and then we all went upstairs for some reason, and he's like, the TV's broken. And then I thought it was like a
TV's
YouTube video from trying to prank
broken.
us. Zeke can fake cry really well, so
Yeah,
I
it was
thought it
hard
was
to
real.
know.
Not anymore. I can
it's
tell
not
when he's fake
fair.
crying now.
I'm not good at fake crying.
Okay, that's enough.
See, he's so good at it.
This isn't.
Okay, now that's not good because you're
All right.
smiling.
Yeah, and we didn't know it was broken until we turned it on because the outside didn't look cracked or anything, right? It was just once we turned it on, it showed all the LEDs were.
Busted. Jinx.
Mm.
Yep,
Dad.
that was crazy. That was fun, right? Fun
was fun.
times.
Yep.
They owed
I didn't.
$250.
Yes, we replaced it with a $500 TV, so Zeke and Colton both had to pitch in $250 towards that TV.
I have no idea how
Did
we
it take
did
like a
it.
year?
Chores.
Did it take
Well,
a
Yeah,
year?
about
birthday.
6 months.
How about
Birthday and
you?
chores. What are you eating, Colton?
What?
Are those my
What?
gummy sharks?
I thought they were mine. I got me starts at the store like a week ago. You earned 2 weeks ago.
I remember you guys went to Dollar Tree, but I don't know what you bought.
Yeah, I bought gummy sharks.
Were they in a Dollar Tree bag?
I think so.
Did they have peach rings?
Oh shoot! Did I grab the wrong ones? One sec.
It's not that serious.
It's all right. We don't need to pout about it. It
I'm
can
not
be replaced.
pouting. I'm not pouting.
It can
I'm
be
just
replaced.
glad he owes me something.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's going to be a great reel on Instagram.
I'm just.
Wait, did you post the video when that bird hit the window?
Yeah, but there wasn't anything to see. So, I mean, it's going to post this week. Or it posted this week. Yeah, it posted this week.
Because I feel like that would go really viral for some reason.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
very
see.
good, no.
I did post a reel of it that it goes, a bird just hit the window. And then Colton goes, I want to see. And then it cuts to the next thing because there's nothing else to see on the podcast.
But what about me? I was like, guys, look.
Yeah, I know. It's all there.
A bird.
Hey, I didn't do my mustard. So this week
Yes,
was
you did.
really good.
Oh
What's
wait,
that?
I thought you said you didn't say your mustard.
Oh, I said that, but I just didn't do mine.
Oh, I can't see you.
You know why we're saying mustard, right?
No.
Because I was calling them, let's do our ketchups.
I get it.
So we're
I
calling them
get
mustard.
it now.
I get it then.
But there's been like 3 episodes now that we've called them mustards.
I don't know.
Now we do, right?
Oh yeah, and Not Like Us has been out for a year. It was out
Oh, yeah.
4 days ago. Yeah.
What
Yep.
was?
Not Like Us was made a year ago.
What?
Yep.
That's
Pretty crazy. A lot happened in a year. Yeah, my week was pretty good. Watched some good movies last week. That was a lot of fun. Over the weekend, we watched 4 movies: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We watched Karate Kid. We watched How to Train Your Dragon. We watched Thunderbolts, and then we watched
Karate Kid 2.
the other Karate Kid. Yeah, so lots of good movies. So I know the boys didn't necessarily enjoy Thunderbolts, but I really liked it.
I enjoyed Thunderbolts. It's
I saw-
so good.
Okay.
Today I got an ad where it was talking about Thunderbolts and how it was so good, and there was so many good reviews about it, and I was like,
Mhm.
it's just like an all right movie.
Yeah,
It's not all right.
it's
Oh,
just
so you're saying
it hits
bad?
people differently. That's all. I think a lot of people quick review without spoiling anything. For those of you that are watching and questioning whether you should see it or not, it does not. It's not a movie like an Endgame or an Infinity War that gets this huge epic battle. So that's why some people may not have enjoyed it. It doesn't have as much action in it. It's more of a character piece and kind of diving into these characters and their history and their past and introducing us to them and where they've come from. And then there's a huge announcement, and this is not spoiling anything because they already announced it, but it introduces them at the very end of the movie as the new Avengers. And so that is in all the marketing now as well. They've already changed all the logos and stuff on their social media, and some movie theaters have already changed the name of it in their posters and stuff. So pretty crazy. I enjoyed it a lot, but not everybody did. So
Spoiler. Can we do it?
Yes, we can.
No, get it? Because, like, the poster with
yeah,
what's her name?
which one?
Black Widow's sister.
Oh, yeah,
That one was like, can we do it?
yeah.
No, we can't.
My introduction to karate was really the Karate Kid back in 1980 something. I don't remember when exactly I saw it for the first time, but I did not really know anything about karate before that. But it was early enough in my childhood that it was very impactful. I loved it. And one of the main things I loved about it was just the way and the style the story showed of him learning karate. And so that was a lot of fun. So that's pretty much my introduction to karate. Since then, I fell in love with like kung fu movies. So Jackie Chan is one of the guys I've been watching for years, and I've tried to go back and watch through like a lot of his old movies. He's been fighting. He's been doing movies for a very long time, nearly like 40 or 50 years, and he's one of the guys that broke out in America because of his style of fighting in his films and the way that he fights in his films. He's the guy that's trying to play it realistically, while they're being ridiculous and like over the top with all the styles and the moves. He still loses fights. He still gets hurt. When he does something that's ridiculous, he shows that he gets hurt. He also, like the podcast from last week, he does also do his own stunts in his films when he was younger. So he literally jumped from one building to another building's fire escape, like no ropes, no nothing. He just did it because they didn't have the budget for all that. So he is one of those guys that back then that did all his old stunts from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. I'm sure there's not going to be a whole bunch of stunts in this new Karate Kid movie, but he was one that did them all. At the end of the movie, they do like the outtakes or like the behind the scenes, like some outtakes from the movie, not just because people broke character, but because of like stunt issues. But they show that he broke his ankle on that stunt, and then they had to put him in a cast, and then they painted the cast to look like his shoe so that they could keep filming. So he came back from the hospital and continued filming the movie after he broke his foot. So he is a beast.
Are we talking about Mr. Mission Impossible? Or...
No, Jackie Chan.
Okay.
Jackie Chan. Do you guys know any other martial arts actors?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai is a movie or a show about martial arts.
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, yep. He is one of the guys that really broke out in America, the first kind of kung fu martial arts guy to break it out in America. Anybody else?
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda? Nice. Who plays Kung Fu Panda? Who voices Kung Fu Panda?
Mr. Beast.
No.
He did a skadoosh.
What?
That doesn't mean he voiced the character.
Jack Black.
Dude.
Jack
Sequins.
What?
He already
my
knew.
hand.
He raised his hand first. And I knew he knew the answer. Do you guys know the memes, the Chuck Norris memes?
Who's Chuck
He's
Norris?
like super strong or something.
Yeah, like when Chuck Norris does a push-up, the earth goes down.
Yeah.
Who's
They're
Chuck
like-
Norris?
Oh, I saw one. He was in a cage with a tiger, and he said like he started growling, and then the tour guy said get up slowly and back off, and the tiger did.
Yeah, because the tiger's scared of Chuck Norris.
Who's
So Chuck Norris is one of those guys. He's actually karate. He was a big '80s star for action movies and stuff. But he got his start. His first film was fighting against Bruce Lee in a film. So pretty cool. But yeah, there's tons of Chuck Norris memes. Can we get a bunch? Do you have them there, Connor?
Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He stares them down until he gets the information he wants.
Enigma.
Time waits for no man unless that man is Chuck Norris. If you spell Chuck Norris and Scramble, you win forever. Or, yeah, Scramble, I think.
That's boring.
Scrabble.
Scrabble, yeah, that's what it was.
Chuck Norris breathes air 5 times a day.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah. Any other funny ones, Colton?
I closed it.
Oh, you closed it. That was it.
Connor,
3?
No, there was like 101. There's
Yeah.
101, but I didn't want to read all of them.
that'd have been a good time to get water. I'm kidding.
Well, cool. Let's jump into the movies. Colton, do you want to give us a rundown of the original Karate Kid?
Yes, he can.
Zeke can.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knew it.
All right. So basically, this guy moves to
Why you have fish-
California.
Why you have fish lip?
California, and he doesn't like this new place. He realizes the pool there stinks. The water doesn't work. Like everything sucks. But there's this one good thing about it. This woman that he likes is really cute. And she broke up with her ex, and then his ex shows up and he breaks her radio. And then the guy who's hitting on her, he's like, "Yo, here's your radio, dude. Why are you doing that?" Oh,
They get
and then
in a
he
fight.
gets beat up. Then he loses his bike because he's not a Sigma.
No, he is a Sigma for standing up.
The motorcycle dudes, the Cobra Kais, they push him all the way down the hill, and he's like, and then he throws his bike in the trash, and he's like, I hate this town, Mom. Can I just go back? I hate it.
The way
And so then he gets to the party, and then she is like, "Hey, you want to make out?" And then the chicken guy shows up and throws an egg at his face,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gets a hose. He gets a hose and sprays water on the biker dude, the Cobra Kai man. He tries to beat him up. And he does, and then the old man, the maintenance guy, he's like, watch out, pa. And then he made a deal with the Cobra Kai master, and he agreed to teach the guy karate, and the man would have a fight. And then he trained him. He's like, wax on, wax off, paint the fence,
Sand the floor.
sand the floor, paint the house,
Mm-hmm.
not up, down, this.
Yep.
And then he completes the thing, and he's watching him like Cobra Kai. And then his birthday is around, and then he gets this cool robe thing. And then the master is like reliving his wife dying, and he's like, I don't know Japanese.
Yep.
But he starts speaking it, and then he gives a minor alcohol. No. And then
They get to the tournament.
and then he beats everyone up. And when he tries to battle Johnny, he does the crane kick, and then he just and then he
wins.
wins.
Yeah.
The ending was really anticlimactic. There was no kiss thing. I just
That's the good part. There's no
the
kiss.
ending was super climactic.
It was anticlimactic because he
wasn't.
won, and then that's just it. I wanted there to
that's
be
not-
more like, but that's why there was a part 2 to
Karate
explain
Kid 2.
everything.
Yeah.
And we didn't watch it because Dad didn't want to make us watch it all, but I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And the end.
The end.
was that older kid that he fought a senior?
I mean, we don't really know how old they are.
Because I think
But-
I remember in the movie he was a senior, and I was like, whoa, wait.
Yeah.
The girl was like the same age as the other kid.
Yeah.
Senior dating a freshman is crazy.
Yeah, it happens.
Happens.
Yeah, it's you're still in the same high school. You're still in the same school. It's not like he was dating a middle schooler.
It's not like he was dating a
A
minor.
14-year-old and then an 18-year-old.
So you forgot the part where the other guy gets told to break his leg.
Tell us that.
So the instructor tells the kid to break the leg and no mercy, and he breaks his leg. Or like maybe sprains it really bad.
Yeah, like ACL damage for sure. Like Klay Thompson or Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant.
What happens after that, Colton?
He still beats the last guy on
How?
a broken leg. Oh, I'll show you.
You're like Danny trying for the first time. That was good. Hey, but I'm not. That's not what I'm asking. He already said the crane kick. I'm saying, how did he get back on the floor? Okay, so he's in the back, and who does what?
The laundry guy, or what's his name? The cleaner guy.
Daniel.
He does. Danielson does.
That's not.
What's his name, Zeke?
Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi does magical healing powers, and then he's just back.
He does.
Yeah.
He uses fire as healing.
Mm-hmm. But then what happens in the final fight with Johnny?
He went.
That's not
Are
all
you
that
sure?
happens.
He Cobra kicks him.
Nope.
Crane kick.
Crane kick. Danny comes out when they think they're about to lose, or that he's about to lose the fight. Danny comes out and said, "Hey, Daniel LaRusso's going to fight. Daniel LaRusso's going to fight." And they're cheering on. So then they do the fight, and then he gets hit in the nose, and his nose is bleeding, and he goes and sees his sensei. And what does his sensei say to him?
It's time.
Nope.
Oh.
Sweep the leg. You got a problem with that?
Oh.
No, sensei. And so then he ended up focusing his energy on Danny's hurt leg, And then the last time he does it, he grabs it and knees his like ACL torn knee.
So like, you know how your knee can only go so straight? Like when
Mhm.
you're standing, you can't go like.
Oh, I
Your
can.
knee has to bend frontwards.
Yeah, it
And
can't go sideways. Yeah.
He almost did it all the way to go backwards, and it hurts.
Mhm.
It hurts, man.
And that was when he's like, I can't stand on that leg, so I'm going to hold it in the air while I get prepped for the crane kick, and then kick him and then bounce back.
You know how there's this thing above it is the arm ACL,
Oh.
and imagine if that ripped.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Really painful.
really painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you work on your biceps too much, that can happen.
Maybe. What's up, Colton?
A really cool
Yeah.
name for an attack for the Cobra side would be the Cobra Kick.
What would the Cobra Kick be?
Watch this. I'll show you. What? Ow.
It's pretty close.
What?
All right, let's get back in our seat now.
I can't.
No more. We don't want to risk any more injuries.
He's not injured. He's just being dramatic like me.
He can't play basketball anymore.
I
He's
fell
injured.
on this.
Why is that in there?
Man.
Why is that
What
in
is
there?
that? What is it doing in there?
We forgot this part where he was like dancing with the girl, and then he was like, and
No,
then
we didn't. We didn't put that. We talked about that part.
We did.
You don't need
No,
that.
we didn't
part.
talk about the dance, and then she gave him a right hook.
Oh, that dance. Yes,
Yeah, that
Johnny was trying to make him jealous, and when her parents made her dance with Johnny, her ex-boyfriend,
And then
because they're ritzy folks
Fancy
and they don't
fancy.
want fancy pants. Yep, and they wanted her to date somebody that was fancy like them, but Daniel's not. Daniel is more poor,
middle class.
middle lower class, and
He's a
he
greaser.
lives on the wrong side of town. He's a loser, all that stuff. So he grabs her and kisses her when Danny sees, and then he runs out, knocks over the spaghetti sauce guy, gets spaghetti all over his white clothes, and runs out and's mad.
That's when he goes to Mr. Miyagi's house. When he's depressed.
Yep. He spent a lot of time at Mr. Miyagi's house. All right, so we walked through the 4 training items, right? What are the 4 training things, Colton?
Wipe the ground or sand the floor, paint the fence, wash the cars, and paint the house.
Yeah,
Wax.
wax on, wax off, sand the floor, paint the fence,
Breathe in,
and
breathe
paint
out.
the house. Yeah.
Breathe in, breathe
and
out.
that was one. Oh yeah, nice job, nice call. Yeah, that was one of the coolest things as a kid was to see that happen. And then that scene when he goes, "Show me," and so he shows him the moves, and he's like punching, and the moves are actually blocking all the punches. That was pretty epic, right?
Muscle memory.
What's that?
Muscle memory.
Yep. Yeah, muscle memory, and I think also just building up that strength, because when you do that motion a lot, like you're gonna get muscles and build strength to be able to resist all the punches and stuff. So
I want to learn karate or taekwondo, but Orhan's teaching me taekwondo.
okay.
Well, he's gonna if I can learn how to dunk a basketball.
Why would you need to learn how to dunk?
What does that have to do with taekwondo?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea, but that's probably
That's
why.
just the price. Just the price of free lessons is.
I think it's gonna be a while. Zeke and I are the same height, but I can dunk really well, and he can't dunk at all.
Because you have a higher jump than me.
Yeah, you're
Vertical.
more athletic than Zeke. He's not really been athletic in his life, but he's trying now.
Are
And
you
he's-
saying I'm fat?
Oh, that's a diss. That's a diss.
I'm kidding.
I
Are you
know.
gonna take
Oh,
that?
father son diss.
I love you, Dad.
Crazy.
All right, let's do favorite parts. Favorite parts of the movie, Karate Kid, the original.
My favorite part was probably when he was like in a shower and he was like, no, and he couldn't dance.
That was pretty
And
funny.
then the chicken threw a real egg at him, and he's like,
What?
no.
Yeah.
Don't you remember the chicken man who was throwing eggs at people?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's why you had to go to the
At the
bathroom and
Halloween
wash it off.
party.
All right,
Oh.
Colton, your turn.
My favorite part is when he did the crane kick because he was aura farming on that, and they should still call it the Cobra kick. You're up.
Yeah, we should just change thousands of years of kung fu because Colton thinks it should
Yeah,
be something
we
different.
should probably just get on the floor and then try to kick our opponent.
Yeah,
So it can
Maybe there's a
actually
snake
make
kick.
sense.
Connor, what about you?
What is that face called, Joe?
Probably no. That's in the new one, or is it in the old one? Don't they
Say-
go to a game place? I think it's in
they
both.
go
Yeah.
to the game place.
Yeah, they
It's
do
probably-
like putt-putt and stuff.
Yeah, it's probably that one because the old games.
That was cool.
I love.
I think my favorite part is the opening beach scene when he's like trying to riz on her the first time, because he's like doing the soccer and then he does the knee, like the bouncing the soccer ball in the knee, like juggle the soccer ball. I did that so much as a kid, trying to be like that. But
Or
the
for
funny
me-
part for me is that because I had blonde hair when I was younger, I wanted to be like Johnny. Even though he was the bad guy, I thought he looked cool, so I wanted to be like him. So I have like, you could count how many red shirts or red jackets I have and know that I like, well, look at this. I'm wearing a red shirt. It's all because of Johnny.
Oh, Connor's looking you up, and we
I
found
searched up a
still love
picture
it.
and
you look like an alien in it.
oh yeah, you have the
That's a good
Star Wars.
glasses. Wait, what are the
The X-Men,
no
Matrix.
Matrix? Yeah, you have the Matrix
Oh, yeah.
glasses.
Yeah. You're looking me up on the internet? You're Googling me.
No, one time I looked you up and you were on there, but you had long hair.
Yeah, I have a lot of different hairstyles from my 45 years of life.
Oh, one time I was looking on YouTube, and I found your old YouTube account.
Yep. I know. I've got like 2,500 subscribers over there. I need to do something with it. I've actually converted it to be like the Sprang hub, and so I have all the different links to all my other channels. But I was thinking about doing like I have a ton of like old videos and stuff from like commercials and funny memes before we had memes. I thought about posting those on there, seeing if that just gets some traffic to my channel, and then that could push them to my other things that I have going on.
Wait a
Cool.
minute. I thought of something. Whenever you're
Yes.
turning.
Right,
Mhm.
son.
Yeah, and I can take the wheel off.
son.
Nice.
Watch me win it. Not watch me win it.
So they're all really old, and it would be funny to see if it got any traffic to my YouTube channel. Because I've got one video. Let me look it up. Oh, I only have 1,270 subscribers, but my other Props or Not has 2,500. All right, you ready? Who wants to guess how many views one of my videos has?
1,200.
80,000.
12,000.
I said 80. Is it 80?
Oh, I heard you.
120,000.
Whoa. 5.
1 million.
135.
2,480,000 views.
That's crazy. Wait, what's the video called?
It's a video of Christina Aguilera singing with Brian McKnight, which is another R&B artist.
I got it.
And it's like
I don't
they're
know.
super popular singers, and so it's been on there since 2008 was when I put it on there.
Wait.
2
It's copyright.
million.
Oh, man.
You like a 2 and
That's
then a
okay.
0, 0, 0, and then like a 0, 0, 0, 0.
YouTube was made in 2005.
Yep.
So,
It's one of the oldest videos.
And then I have
probably
another
why.
one that's Two-Legged Dog. It was like a news piece where it's a dog that has 2 legs, but he's like running around.
800,000.
418,000 views.
dang.
Didn't meet
It's probably
expectations.
because that's whenever YouTube was like first made.
Yeah.
So don't you have a thing where you were dancing to?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
So-
I posted it on my Instagram last week.
Did you post? Can you post it on the for the lovely ladies / men of the audience?
I'll share it on our feed just for this episode because it came up. Oh,
Bye,
it
bye,
was
bye.
NSYNC songs from college. I did it for Bye Bye Bye. So I posted that when
Bye,
Deadpool and
bye,
Wolverine
bye.
came out because that was a big popular song in that. And then for May, I posted the It's Gotta Be Me section last week. Got a bunch of likes on that too. So it's fun. Fun memories. All right, let's go ahead and rate it. Karate Kid 1. What you got, Zeke?
Should that just be our regular outro, like the bye thing, and
No.
it should say thanks for watching, and there should be a bunch of explosions?
Probably not.
Oh man,
We don't have the budget. All right, Zeke, rate the movie.
I rated it was really good. I rated like a 4.5. It has so little potential because it's already so good, but it's just really good. It has,
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to say
Colton?
it's going to get tung, 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 sahur.
Really? That's awesome. What about you, Connor?
A 4.
4?
No.
That's boring.
All
You
right.
can't just say tung,
I think
tung,
I give it
tung.
a 5. It's like core memory for me, bro. It's like amazing. So Very cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. 2007, I think it was. No, what was it? 2010, right? Because it's the same year that that Connor was born.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1
Oh,
second.
that's funny. I said
Actually,
that was the same year I was born
I was born
when we were doing it
2009.
as a joke, and then you're like, "That's when Colton was born."
Put
No,
on
I
the
was born when
jacket.
the world was ending in 2012.
Karate Kid 2010. Jackie Chan plays the trainer slash sensei slash janitor, and then Jaden Smith plays the student, and it's pretty much a direct copy. So sometimes when we have these movies that come out years later, sometimes they're a reboot, meaning they're kind of picking up the story years later and going somewhere with it. So like a good example of that is there's a movie coming out this year called I Know What You Did Last Summer. So that original movie came out in 2000, but this is a continuation of that story because the main actors are back in the movie. So when this one came out, this is just a remake. It's literally taking the original movie and just telling the exact same story, but in a new context. It's not like sequel. It's not a sequel to the franchise. It's like a retelling of the franchise. So
there was an episode on Futurama that was I Know What You Did Last Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Because they
That's
went
funny.
back in time and killed Santa. Because like Santa attacks them for some reason instead of like being good.
Oh, I remember that.
I don't think so.
I know. I watched that.
Are you sure?
Yes, I promise.
When?
Because there was a robot Santa.
It might have not been that episode. There's like a lot.
Was it made by the same director?
No, it was not. But like the studio probably had rights to it, and so they were like, "Hey, let's redo this." And who knows? I mean, with Jaden Smith's dad being Will Smith, they might have had the idea to begin with to like say like, "Hey, let's redo this. My son would be great in this role if we did this and told it a new story or a new setting." So, what are the things that are similar about the two movies?
Both of the Kung Fu Pandas Pandas. Whoops. The karate teachers were mechanics.
Oh yeah, like yeah. They work.
Oh, I know a good one.
Yeah.
Both of their showers broke. No, both of something in their house broke, which needed to be fixed.
Something related to water needed to be fixed.
They were both doing karate, and that's when they walked in, or he walked in.
Yeah, Daniel was doing it from a book, and Jaden was doing it from a TV show. What else, Colton?
They're both little kids.
One's 15.
Yeah, I'd say this kid was a little younger than Daniel's son, but yes, they were both younger.
One guy has a driver's license and one guy's 10. I just want to point that out.
Actually, he has a driver's permit.
Then he gets his driver's license.
Yeah. What else, Colton?
They both learn
Karate
in weird ways.
In weird ways, yeah.
In indirect ways, not weird.
No, that's a good way of putting it for sure.
Both of their teachers are grieving something.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, good call. So what did you think when you were watching this movie the first time when he kept telling him to pick up his jacket and put it up?
Oh, I know exactly what I thought. I thought that's what I need to do.
That is not what you thought.
You need to do karate?
No, I need to pick up my jacket.
What did you think, Zeke? What did you think he was training him to do when he kept saying pick up your jacket?
I thought he was training him to do Taekwondo or something.
Connor, why don't you try? What did you think was happening when he kept telling him to pick up his jacket?
Because he dropped it and his mom didn't like that. And then a couple days later, he actually put his jacket up.
Yes, because even in the story, like that's why he thinks the guy's doing it. And I think for all of us that watching it, it's like, oh, this is interesting. Yeah, he's making him do that because he's in trouble for dropping his jacket.
Dad?
Yeah.
Pick up your jacket.
That was good. You did a very good imitation of his mom for sure.
This is why I'd make an excellent actor. Child for hire to be an actor.
He doesn't know his script. He's not going to remember his script.
He does.
He
will remember the script, but they're like stuttering and stuff.
And keeps getting fun of you every single time I see it.
Wait, Zeke, I have a quiz. I have a challenge for you. Oh, yeah. Name one line from Dumb and Dumber.
Wait, the town is that way.
I
Nailed it.
failed.
When are we gonna get our big break? I thought he was just really, really quiet, said the guy who was blind.
He knows everything.
I do know everything.
Any more similarities between the movies that you can think of?
They're both
Ooh.
funny.
Yeah. Go ahead, Colson.
Both of the trainers are Asian.
Well, yes. Yep,
Mhm.
that is true. I would say they both have a love interest. So there's a girl that they meet the first day. Daniel meets him on the beach and they're playing soccer. Jaden meets him when they're on a basketball court. So they're playing some sort of sport and they meet the girl. But then while they're also still in that sport area, the bully comes in and
They get beat up.
picks a fight. Yep. And then exact same things happens where they're out in public and they see, oh, there's a dojo. Let me go check it out. And all the way to the point where in both movies, the sensei tells them to bow and the main bad kid bows down slower than everybody else and sees our protagonist in the corner and gives him a smirk. Like literally the same exact like movements and everything. I thought that was kind of cool. In both movies, the sensei challenges him to a fight right then and there, and in both of them, our sensei talks him into doing the tournament.
Oh, I have a really good one.
Go for it.
In both movies, water gets dropped on the antagonist. The protagonist runs. The antagonist chases them. They're about to beat the protagonist up, and then the sensei comes.
Yep.
They both go to school together.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good one. That's yeah.
Is it a really good one?
Yes, it
I'll
is.
be the judge of that.
Because if they didn't go to school together, they wouldn't have known that he was hanging out with the girl.
Yeah.
You
They
know?
wouldn't have as much conflict. Yeah.
There wouldn't be as much conflict because he wouldn't know.
One thing I will say that's interesting about this one compared to the older one is that because he's younger, there's some younger kids that Jackie Chan has to fight, and he does a very good job of not like just hauling off and just punch him in the face. He tries to like dodge and move and have like manipulate the other kids to actually do all the fighting for him. So he never even punches anybody. He uses them to punch each other to get out of the situation. So
They are weapons.
what's up, Colton?
What does your shirt mean?
Abacus?
It's a show.
And no, it's not a show. It's my old rock band I was in.
You were in a
Um,
band?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was the band I was in. We actually went to China and performed in Shanghai.
Guys,
so that was pretty
just
fun.
like pretend that there's like a movies that make you on that shirt, and then
When
Right.
I was
That's our merch.
We could do it.
when I was a child, when I was 3
I
years
yearn
old,
for the mines.
Yes.
why didn't you lead with that?
Yes, Connor.
Whenever we went to China, you got this food and it was really good, and then we made it here and then it was really good. It was just a bit
Yes.
spicy.
Yes, those were the
Ooh,
Hunan
ooh,
ribs.
ribs.
Mm.
Spicy cumin ribs is what they're called. They are very good. I might post the recipe. I might do that for the listeners.
Or on the 100-day live special, we'll post a recipe.
Yes, thank you for calling that out. This is a little plug. We are on like episode. Let me look it up real quick before
84.
I just say it.
86. No, we are in 84, Zeke. Actually, you're correct.
He said there's like 15 and 14 weeks.
Yeah. Let's see.
Whoa! Stop punching my monitors.
Actually, I was punching the camera.
This is episode 85 that we're recording right now. So when this drops, this is episode 85. 15 episodes from now, we'll hit our 100th episode, and we're going to do a live stream on that episode. So I know that's a long ways away, but we're giving you plenty of time to plan out your days and your nights to make sure that you can show up. And I'll figure out the day that's going to drop. It'll either be a Sunday night or a Friday night of that week, depending on what the kids' schedule is.
Should we do it on the weekend so people can actually watch it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
During
We
lunch,
could do
too.
either Friday or Sunday. I mean, we could do a Saturday. I'm fine with doing a Saturday. Why don't you look up when the best time is to stream, and we'll do it then. What were you going to say, Zeke?
I was going to say, which one of us is their favorite? Choose, Matt.
We can't. We have to wait till the live episode.
Alright, so it'd be
12 p.m.
afternoon.
to 6 p.m. or
That
something.
says afternoons and early evenings. Evenings on weekdays, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. But yeah, weekend afternoons,
I was
early
right.
evenings, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. are popular choices. However, it's crucial to analyze your own audience activity within your YouTube and analytics to find the most effective time for your specific channel.
In conclusion, I was right.
Yeah.
What?
That whole thing was to say, Connor, you were right.
Mhm.
Nice.
Only
Yes,
football.
cool. So let's do favorite parts. Favorite parts.
Oh,
Go ahead, Colton.
he like if there was like an aura chart, he would have broken it because he did the like catch his arm, karate chop him on the ground, and karate chop his head off.
Yeah,
That was so cool,
it was pretty epic.
and it will show in my score.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say another similarity was that he injured his leg in the final tournament and had to do a one-legged kick in to finish.
Oh yeah,
the
and
bad
there's
guy.
a tournament in those.
Yep. Connor, what about you? Favorite part?
Whenever he's climbing up the ladder and then he finally gets a drink of water, and whenever he sees that snake lady.
Yeah, that was cool.
I will show you my favorite power.
Sigma.
Let me break it down for you.
Ooh, baddie moves.
When he was doing the dance moves, doing the robot. Nice. Well done. That's good. And he was doing that in the park, right?
He was doing
When he was
that
trying to
in the
riz up
air.
the
Trying
girl.
to, yeah, he's trying to raise up the girl, but he was losing aura.
When he lost at
He
ping
wasn't
pong.
though. He
But
wasn't losing
she
aura.
laughed, so then he gained aura. And then he
Yep.
got beat up, so then he lost aura.
I don't think he lost aura for that. I think she knew that those guys were jerks and that he didn't deserve that. I think he gained aura
Crap out of
by
it.
losing that
And
fight.
gained so much aura.
But then he was just laying there, and
Yeah.
nobody helped him.
Yeah.
How long was he laying there for?
My guess, 36 hours and 52 minutes.
Also, those old guys that were there, why wouldn't, like, there was a lot of people there. Why wouldn't anyone help?
Because that wouldn't be a fun movie.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Holy overbite.
It'd be over. Like, stop it, kids. You can't see each other anymore. And then movie over.
No, but it could keep going.
Filing restraining order.
What if he gets beat up at school?
Just
Yeah.
file a restraining order. You're good.
Yep. What were you gonna say, Zeke?
I was gonna say that can I cosplay as someone? Can I cosplay as like the Karate Kid guy
Please
How?
no. Please
Like,
no.
could
For
I-
what?
for the live stream, or could I cosplay?
You know what we
as
should
for
someone?
the
do?
live
Could I
stream.
cosplay?
I don't care what we do. We could do something like that if you want to. Let's make it epic.
I'm gonna dress up as a clown. I'm gonna get a rainbow afro and everything.
What if in the future that they released Invincible, I don't know, season 10?
No.
And what if we were all Invincible characters?
That would be
Because
crazy.
then we could all, like, watch the show.
Yep.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
I had an idea. What if that one podcast was on like October and we all did like Halloween costumes?
All right, let me
Whoa,
see
what
what
if we-
that is.
What if we did a podcast in, like, costumes?
I'll be John Morant. In fact, I'll get the blicky and the sticky, and then I'll get my shirt, and then I got my job.
And then you'll get your hair braided.
Yeah, I'll get braids. If you want to see me get braids, hit that follow button.
Let's go. And then you look like that kid that gets braids.
All right.
No,
So
kids trying to hold back tears.
The episode would drop the second weekend of September, or the first weekend of September is when this episode would be.
That's the one.
So,
This is what
what are
you'll
y'all
look
talking about?
I said, let's get braids, and Connor searched up the
no.
most diabolical braids ever. He's trying to hold back tears. This guy
Yeah.
trying to hold back tears.
Yeah, no braids in this
Oh
family.
my
Sorry,
God.
guys.
Anyways,
He's sending
well,
it to me right now.
I might cosplay.
Yeah, we might do costumes, but it's September 8th is the Monday that we would drop the episode normally, so we would need to do the live stream before that. We're cosplaying to Fan Expo, so there's that.
Oh yeah, I'm doing Fallout. Oh wait,
Nice.
at the end of this podcast, I'll get my stuff.
I
What's
want
Fan
to.
Expo?
I want to make.
Fan Expo.
Yeah, it was. Oh, we're
Are
in a
you
cosplay.
serious?
Are you kidding? I'll be John Morant.
I'll
How are you
cos-
gonna be John Moran?
I'll just wear my jersey, put my shoes on, and get braided up. We're good.
I'll cosplay as Naruto.
That That's,
Yeah.
yeah,
You do
that
Naruto.
works.
I might.
I'm
because
going as Luke Skywalker, old Luke,
Oh, you know what'd be fire?
Can I be
and
young Luke?
Kristen's going as Rey. So
could I buy my stuff for my costume?
I don't know. Can
Or are
you?
you gonna buy
Um,
it? Or...
I wasn't planning on buying anything for this. No.
What if I had my Pit Boy, my Nuka Cola, and
Wait.
my big jar of
Let's
caps?
just talk about this after the podcast and we just finish up.
I think this is great podcast material.
I got
to
it.
make a lot of shorts, Colton.
Yeah, a lot of shorts from all of the silly comments.
I have a serious question.
Uh-oh, let's go.
So I might want to cosplay as C-3PO, and
He's gonna be there, bro.
I know, right?
We can't build you a costume of C-3PO.
I know I'm gonna buy one.
No, that's a lot of money.
A lot? It's like $15.
Maybe.
It's not.
Did his head
$15.
come off?
Yeah.
Victor Wembanyama.
That's Victor Wembanyama. By the way, you guys just broke Papa Goss's heart.
How?
Because Papa Goss is the pop master. He has all the pop.
We didn't.
It wasn't our
It just
fault.
fell off.
The plastic. I mean, I don't know.
Anything else about Karate Kid, the new one?
No.
It was a fun movie, right?
It was a good movie.
Cool. Let's rate it. Connor, why don't you go first?
4.5.
Colton?
It's 6 tunes out of 5.
6 tunes.
Zeke?
This will show in my rating, but I don't like it. Original was way
Anytime
better.
we like a movie.
3.5.
Wow.
Anytime we like a movie, Zeke doesn't like it.
I don't
It's
like
okay.
it because
It's just how it
not
happens.
as great. It's not as good. It has so much potential,
Are you
but
sure?
It
it's
was
not that great.
horrifying. Did you not see the last part where he karate kicked him in his butt? He put him on his buttocks. It was horrifying.
Yeah, I think I give it a 4. So it's good. It's really good. Let's see the Fallout stuff.
Okay. So this, I'm not done yet. There's supposed to be like a piece here. But this is a Pit Boy. It's like dark green, and then I'm not also need to paint that. And then there's supposed to be a thing that goes, there's supposed to be a thing that goes here too. I haven't done that. This is done. It's a Nuka Cola bottle. Looks pretty cool. I messed up on some stuff, but it makes it look more worn. And then we've had this for I think a year. Yes.
Nice.
And then it has the
Yes.
Guys, look. It's
Oh, thanks for
hot.
finding Zeke's cosplay.
What?
Thanks.
Thanks for finding Zeke's cosplay.
No, that's mine.
You're gonna cosplay as John Moran.
You're John Morant, bro.
I'll be
I changed
Naruto.
my
then.
mind because, like Connor said, we should do Naruto, so I got Itachi.
I'll be
Uh-huh.
Naruto. I'll be Naruto. I want to be
He's
Naruto.
one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Hey, explain real quick, Connor, for the viewers that don't know what is the caps.
Caps is money in Fallout, and I have a lot. If there is the world's ending, I'd be good. This is like whenever I did these red caps, it was 150, I think. All these red caps down here, so I think there's like 500 maybe. It's a lot of caps.
We'll see you guys in the next podcast. We're out.
Boom.
Thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, just a reminder, you can check out all of our links at bio.site/moviesthatmakeyou. Drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. But until next time, keep watching movies.